Hi, my readers. Happy Monday. So, of course, Ms. Coleman isn't here today, but we're still going to dive right back in to our reading units of study and analyzing our novel, A to Z Mysteries, The Absent Author. So far in third grade, we have learning different types of strategies. The first one we learned about character traits. And we know when we analyze and pay attention to our characters' wants or motivations, we learn a lot about the character. And we can use what we've learned about our characters to make predictions. Based on the character's behaviors, we can predict or tell what will happen in the future based on their motivations, their traits, their actions, their feelings. So today, Ms. Coleman wants to teach you that when reading a mystery, the only way readers can predict, the only way they can think forward is to go backwards in the story. Watch me as I do just that. So after reading chapters 1 through 4, we've met a few characters. And our main suspects right now, because we had our detective hats on and we were paying attention to the clues, we have Mr. Paskey and Miss Maureen Higgins that we met in chapter 4. Now, I'm going to think backwards in the story. Let's think of Mr. Paskey. Mr. Paskey gave us a lot of clues. In the novel, it said that he was nervous. When they met him in the book nook, he was sweating. He was really jittery, shaking his tie. But now I'm thinking of Mr. Paskey's motivations and motives. Why would Mr. Paskey want to kidnap Wallace Wallace? I'm thinking, what would he get out of kidnapping Wallace Wallace? So I know he was looking nervous. However, Wallace Wallace was coming to his book nook, his store. Customers were coming into the store. When customers come into the store, customers spend money because they're buying things that's in his store. So what would Mr. Paskey get out of kidnapping Wallace Wallace? Maybe he wanted Mr. Wallace all to himself. But that doesn't make sense. Why would a store owner want an author to himself? Nah. So now I'm thinking back in the story and I'm analyzing the situation. Maybe Mr. Paskey is not the kidnapper. He doesn't have a motive. Now is your turn. We're going to read a part of the story, and you're going to do just what I did with Maureen Higgins. So let's try this again with our new suspect, Maureen Higgins, okay? We're going to reread a section in our novel and think back. We're thinking, what would be Maureen Higgins' motives? And we're going to make a prediction based on her motives. We wondered if you can help us, Ruth Rose said. Maureen stared at them. How? Did you pick up a man named Wallace Wallace at the airport last night? Dink asked. Maureen squinted one of her blue eyes. Why do you want to know? Because he's missing, said Josh. Well, I sure ain't got him. Maureen took a bite of her sandwich. Mayonnaise oozed onto her fingers. I know. We didn't think you had him, Dink said, but did you pick him up? Maureen nodded, swallowing. Sure, I picked him up, 7 o'clock sharp. I was there with my sign saying, Wallace, Wallace, Wallace. The guy spots me, trots over. I take him out to my taxi. He climbs in, carrying a small suitcase. Kind of spooky guy. Dressed in a hat, long raincoat, sunglasses. Sunglasses at night. Doesn't speak a word, just sits. Spooky. Did you take him to the Shangri-La Hotel? Tink asked. Yep, those were my orders. Guy didn't have to give directions, but it would have been nice if he said something. Pass the time, you know. Lot of people, they chat to act friendly. Not this one. Quiet as a mouse in the back seat. Maureen wiped mayonnaise from her fingers and lips. Who is this Wallace fella anyway? He's a famous writer, Ruth Rose said. So readers, what might Maureen's motives be? What might have been her opportunity to kidnap Wallace Wallace? Why would she want Wallace Wallace? Right now, in your Seesaw accounts, complete your activity with this snippet of the passage. I want you to give me reasons to why Maureen would kidnap Wallace Wallace. So readers, we have been learning that readers of mysteries do a couple of things while we're reading. The first thing we do, we ask ourselves, what's the mystery here? Then we ask, who is the crime solver? We begin to pay attention to clues, and today we learned how to predict and draw on suspects' motives and opportunities. I want you to remember, as we continue to read our mystery novels, we are going to continue to follow these strategies. And more important, we're drawing on suspects' motives. We're asking, what was their motivation in doing such things, and why do they want to commit these crimes?